And we're back in here, guys. Master Chappie today with another Madden 25 ranked match. I got the Tennessee Titans taking on the Washington Redskins. And this shapes up to be actually a pretty good match, so you're going to want to stick around to the end. And you're really going to want to stick around to the end to see this guy's messages after the game. I was crying, rolling. Like, literally, once you see this message, y'all gonna be laughing too, man. This dude is wild. He is off the chain, and he is what I call a fake sim guy. But what I do want to talk about this video is part 2 of mixing things up, trying new stuff out, and all that good stuff. Kind of touched on in the last video of how you really want to touch and mix things up, whether it's a new formation, a new play, or some new hot routes, or some new adjustments, or whatever, a new blitz, new coverage. You know, there's infinite amount of things you could try out differently. One thing I'll say, I'll just speak on the offensive side of the ball first, since that's what we're trying out in this game. Give me that pick, baby. Mr. Gooden, that's what I'm talking about. But this match here, we got a few good run plays out of this formation. So what I decided to do was try to get some pass plays to complement it. Likewise, there's a couple passing formations that I utilize. And one day I went through, I was like, I got to get some good runs out of this. Otherwise, I'm going to be one-dimensional. If you're one-dimensional, it just makes the defense's job so much easier. Even if your only run is one run and it's like a halfback base or an off zone or, you know, zone weak, something, whatever, at least you have one run that's pretty solid, you know, to complement your passing game. Likewise, if you have a very good run like a the Saints Power O or whatever, the Saints Power, the one everybody loves, that I Twins Flex or whatever, that joint, you know, if you can't pass out of that formation, it's going to make the defense's job, okay, he's running the ball. We just got to stop the run. Game over. So that's one thing I do want to say, guys, is be sure that you mix it up. And as you guys see, he keeps going for it on 4th, and he nails it on the 1-yard line there. And that's just to lead into what we're going to be talking about later in this video at the break point. But yeah, offensively, man, we're definitely trying out some stuff this game, some new hot routes and route combinations, and just trying to be able to beat max coverages, trying to be able to beat blitzes, trying to be able to beat, you know, various types of defenses, man and zone, whatever the case may be, whatever you come across, and that's what we're working on. And then the last video, we were definitely working on defense, trying some new stuff, trying some new blitzes, new coverages, and stuff like that, just trying to get a feel and get some more stuff to add to the arsenal, or maybe some stuff that might replace what's currently in the main rotation. I guess in a way, if you listen to music, you know, there's always new music coming in, but then there's that main group of songs that you listen to. You know, some people it's 10 songs, some people it's 100 or 200 or whatever, but when you're playing Madden, you gotta find that rotation of songs. That's usually the stuff that you're gonna use in the money games and stuff like that. That is your main rotation of songs. But you definitely gotta try out new songs. Otherwise, you're gonna have the same songs in rotation forever, and that's never a good thing. So, you know, you gotta mix in some new stuff, try out some new stuff. Sometimes the stuff is an epic fail and it doesn't make it into your rotation, and you know, you think the song sucks. Sometimes you find a great song and that's, you know, one of the main songs in your rotation. So that's what you need to be looking for, are those songs. And hopefully this tangent on music kind of can relate to Madden. Hopefully, didn't confuse anybody. Anyway, we get the user pick right there. That was actually mostly computer pick, but we went ahead and shaded that receiver. He ran out routes all day long. That's something we'll talk about later. And he also ran some max coverage, but we'll get into that when that time comes. But like I was saying, guys, you want to be able to mix it up. You want to be able to find some stuff that you can add to your main scheme, some stuff that you can sprinkle in there, or some stuff that may end up being a huge part of your main scheme. Because if you can do that, there's a good chance that your main scheme has just dramatically improved. And anytime you can improve what you're doing, that's going to help you improve as a player and improve your skills. Now, there's a few things to note here. One thing is, give me that user pick, baby. All on top of them out routes. Stop it. But as I was saying, sometimes you're not going to have success right away with doing what you're doing. As you've seen in our last game, we didn't get a stop. As you've seen in this game, we're throwing a lot of picks. Doesn't mean that the offense isn't good. You need to be able to understand when it really has potential to be good and when it's really not that good. There's going to be times where when you first try something, you have amazing success, but it's not necessarily something that you want to add to your main scheme. Maybe it's probably not going to be that effective against a higher level player. And then there will be times where what you do and what you try out right away doesn't have any success, or it has very minimal success, but it ends up being one of the better things in your scheme in the long run, because you get the reads down, you get some better hot routes or whatever, and you make the minor adjustments that are necessary because they had a good foundation and a good thought. It just, wasn't in complete form yet. So when something's in incomplete form, you really don't want to judge it too harshly. You definitely want to keep messing with it, keep tweaking it, and then see, once you've got it to the point where you're like, this is what I'm happy with, then you go ahead and see if it really works. And then once you're at that point, you find out if it's really going to be something you want to add to the scheme, or if it's going to be one of those songs that's one-hit wonders and you don't listen to it much anymore. So that is my spiel on that, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that aspect of it. And now we're going to look at this guy, the Fake Sim Rage. And what is a fake sim guy? To me, a fake sim guy is a dude that wants everybody else to play sim, but they really don't play sim themselves. And when this guy sent me this message, I didn't know who I was talking to, so I just sent him this. But then after this message, I went and realized this was the dude that I just played. So he was pretty upset, apparently, for some reason, and I was just cracking up. So after like the first two messages, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play along with this guy, give you guys some stuff entertaining on the tube. And this dude just kept going off. I'm like, are you serious? Oh man, Wolverine GD92X, come on, man, come on, is it that serious? Is it that serious, bro? But my issue with him was, he went 4-on-4 a bunch of times. He kneeled on the goal line. Who does that in real life? He played max coverage. He went, there was a lot of non-sim aspects to his game. And I don't have a problem with playing sim. I don't have a problem with sim guys. I don't have a problem with people complaining about the game and how people play. But you cannot complain about somebody playing not sim if you're not playing sim. That I do have an issue with. Or the guys that want people to play sim because they want an advantage. Because playing sim does give you certain disadvantages, because, you don't get to exploit things as much as you possibly could playing freestyle or things like that. And then they play real borderline sim. They do some sim things, but then they do a lot of things that aren't sim. And they go into these sim leagues and they pounce on these guys till the commissioner's like, well, you're kind of doing a lot of fluke stuff. Whatever the case may be. Those guys grind my gears and they hit a nerve with me. So this is why these type of people bother the heck out of me. I know some sim guys, the dudes from the sim standard. There's a lot of good sim dudes out there outside of the sim standard as well. Shout outs to those guys. But for the fake dudes, skip all y'all. Like, real talk, man. I ain't got no love for y'all. And you know what, man? Y'all let us enjoy playing Madden the way we want to play Madden, and that's that. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on this dude's rage messages. Until the next time, take care. We gone.